Well, you know, if I could sing, I would. I really would. I would be singing. I'll be singing pretty soon. You know, I have to go do my stuff here. I have to fix my dues so I can go out and do my therapy stuff. But the song would be like, it's just that magic touch, something like that. You know? It's just that magic touch. And you know, connecting that, but this thing that's playing right now, this movie's just not in sync. I can't understand a word they said right there. So to me it doesn't really matter. But I guess if someone is really listening to that stuff, it's quite a distraction, and it sets you in a mode. And what direction is that? Would that be in? Especially in these times when we can be stirring up, like it's trying to be stirred up, and have some squawk talk back and a walk back to Mecca. And these people be reinformed, reformated, reborn, and go back to Mecca and just do what they come over here to do, but they found the truth and freedom, and now they go back over there to do what needs to be done. And I'm really sorry right now because I left that phone, not that phone, I left that fan on. Just moments in time and distractions. But I don't forget. You know, the most important things. And that's most important too. Like worldly things, not just little personal knick-knack, you know. Because can't be that zoned in on something when there's more important. To have this magic touch fulfilled in the way it was inside everyone, but in the town never moving around, you never turn into just the sum of whatever the town is to be. It's like the air that we're born with, that first breath that ignites. It's like nuclear. When you see the nuclear bombs go off, and the way they go up, and you can see the atmosphere. And this is down inside. You know, it's like a protectionary layer where we breathe under. And you can see it just like turning to cloud where it's just disseminating. It's just turning, it's evaporating. The protective layer. That's what all these bombs have done. And all that radiation is down here on the earth, and it's what's killing people and cancers and all that stuff. And they just blame it on things because, hey, we'll give you like $10 billion, okay? You just say that, you know, you're the guys that are doing it, okay? And they go, wait, you got 10, well, let's make it 20 billion and zip. There's a magic grace because it's, where else can it be from? It's that breath of air we first breathe in when we're alive, and there we are there. And you want to hang on to that grace. But it seems there's like a lot of trickeries. You know, somebody does to me, well, what a trick. What a trickster to do that to me. That's a shame, you know. That, and really think about it, but then they get greedish about it. Greedish. And they want to do that revengeous themselves, and they're going to just do dirt right back to someone else. They can't do it to them because they've already, they know. So it's just somebody who doesn't know. And then this stuff kind of spreads around. Well, how many centuries do we have to keep doing this before we're like, God, you got to be careful of V8 now too, because no telling what they put in that juice. But that magic touch, is in the grace, that will. And we've been hit by a really indifferentiated, can't classify it as a CME because of how it was directed, and it hit Earth. Some glanced off. It wasn't a full brunt, bang right center dead, off to our right. But what country was spinning around at that time when that comes into this electrified field and gets in impresses like the suspicious observers show, where this close-up of just pushing in on the atmosphere, that electrical field, and now it's seeping, it gets bled through. Well, now it's getting bled through a little more in those places, especially like this CME hit. Different, really different. And if you had to be in that area, what can we think we could get the most of, And, I'm thinking exactly what I've been writing and would like it to be done, to do. And, geez, what in the world for other than a will to be on earth as it is in heaven? And it just doesn't go snap in a night and then it's all done. But, in this kind of CME-ish thing that came out probably a month ago, as the sun is spinning toward us, like this, it spins, but about, takes like a couple of weeks, starting at the left side, come around to the right. It takes about 2 weeks to do that. So you imagine with that kind of a turn and something going on out here, hurtling into your hemisphere, and it's your protective zone, and this is what the sun's got to be doing. It whips out one of these CMEs off of its surface layers, higher, top atmosphere, who knows what the heck all that stuff is, with that plasma seeping around and gets shot off at us too. But it takes these shots, and it's coming out in a curvature, and it has to hit things that are coming in. You've seen it do it. There's things that it goes off now behind us, and we don't even know what the heck that is. They don't know what the heck that is, or they're not telling us. There's definitely something out there. And because there's too many changes, things going on right now. But that's just getting into that, and that's where so many get lost. And, geez, sorry about that. Must be that magic touch, that graceful touch that changes your being. Yeah. But I thought I'd video a little bit today because what the heck, Maybe I should video a little bit. That's kind of funny. I'm trying to get to sleep and there's pain. Oh, pain, like, I must have had this pain way back 40 some years ago, but I was out for like 4 days. I guess all during that time, it was stupid. God, what if I created Fast and Furious? Not really meaning to. I was just pissed and furious and gonna get back to a certain place, and I didn't make it. I don't even want to talk about that. It sucks, what dumbass, And I'm still feeling it. Like 45 years later. Jeez. So anyways, you get this pain in there from this surgery, and to get my mind off of the pain pills were just taking me someplace that I didn't like to be. It really does something to your skull and your brain. Like, you don't want that. That turns you off. That's not turning on. Oof. Try to tough that out, and so I'd grunt, I'd moan, I'd wake up, know. I try to be quiet, but oh man, like damn, and it gets a little louder, and then so wakes people up and go, oh my god. But sometimes they're understanding, and that's kind of rare. But it's kind of getting to be a rarity lately too, so. But anyway, so I moan like that, and I figured, maybe that moan, the vibration would get to my head and loud enough vibrations, and they go like, what is this freaking noise, I said, well, the pain down there is too great for you. Whoa, hey, okay, let's turn the pain down a little bit. See, they turn it down, and I go back to sleep. Bam, that's it. So that worked for a few times, and then, got kind of used to the thing going on, so I got this really great pain at wake up moaning, and I'm thinking, why don't just, if you don't like my moaning, how do you like my yodeling? See if you think about this. And I'm not gonna do it. No. That'd be too funny. So I'm freaking yodeling, and then, it wakes up again, and it goes, oh my God, what in the, oh gee, what is going on, and it started, what? Well, it's the foot. If you had the damn thing whacked and cut on your bone, what do they do with your bones, And anyway, the pain shuts off. It like cools down. And it's like calm. And like, man, I can go to sleep and not have to that constant. But it's more, There's some hellish pains. But that's getting better now. Well, I don't want to turn this to a comedy act, because I just can't be like those pretend people in the movies. They're given a script and they memorize the lines. And somebody tells them when to move, how to move, and what to move. And that's like a slave, It's like a slave. Just playing, pretending. Like back in kids, I remember playing and pretending and acting, but it's not to be acting, it's to be, placed within your well-being in a comfort zone. And you're not going outside the lines of the commandments, If you can hang and stick into those, where's the trouble going to be? If everyone would do that. It's not, I'm coming over here and we're going to take and rape. And we love little girls. Geez, Muhammad loved them too. He raped them to death. He just kept putting it to them till they, these little sweet, innocent gift of life, the breath from Christ come in them lungs. They were alive, and this guy slamming them, and it just till they're dead. God, oh, damn. Oh, jeez, fuck. Francais. Oh, no, this is not going to be. We can't have this, There's these commandments that we follow, and that is so far out down the line outside, it's just not going to make it in. That's why I've suggested several times, you stadium people, I think you're ballless. That's why you go to the stadiums, because there's people out there that have balls that are playing with them, and you guys are up there ballless, making it screaming to get that excitement, that intensement. I've been at a dog race one time, and I'm going like, what in the heck is this? And these people are just like, whoa, and it's like, Lord, it was such a mass and energy. And you take that, surround a mosque, wherever it's at, mosque center, I don't give, whatever. Take those stadium horns with you. You go out 12 o'clock, high noon, everywhere around the world when it gets 12 high noon, and just let that off. Surround them and blast these horns. And when they're empty, you just, In the name of the Lord Christ, we are here to redeem, so you be forgiven. And go back and preach it to Mecca, because there can always be another Sodom and Gomorrah. Yeah, I like that. Because that's what it's going to have to come to. And there's lots of others in the United States that's stepping over the lines and trying to get things legalized in a sort of manner. Well, you know, when it comes time for you to die, you know, I've known a couple, not intimately, but they died alone. They died alone, lonely. There was nobody there. There wasn't anyone except the animals around, and you know, they get hungry and do what they do. So at your end of time, you know, if you could just stop now, try to straighten it up, you won't have to do that. And it's just get right. And you know, we have to get off this shell, step on through, and it's being born, reborn in another life, in another time, another dimension, another service through the 21st century. And these creatures and these moths, what they teach and what they're about, from what I've seen, is not very good in regards to some of the habits Muhammad and his father-in-law had. And maybe there are some good things about the Muslims and the way they behave. They're very, very obedient, but it's into the degrees of being a slave. Everyone is a slave. You have to keep almost dropping this phone. Sorry about that. Everyone's a slave. And is that something that you would like to be like? I need to go fix it, put some wax and stuff, and you know, kind of aggravating. Well, too bad. It's just I don't have to worry, because there's like no one out there to say or do, or you know, any kind of a thing. Just too bad about the stadium. They couldn't have been surrounded like that, because you do that, and every 12 noon come out and do that every 12 noon. I mean, the people with the horns, they're going to give a reduced prices to use, because they don't get to use it this much. There's going to be a demand, but it's for a reason, and this is saving our children and their children and their children from the likes of ever becoming a slave of Islam and their bullshit. You know, they move in here. Obama set them up with Social Security. Our money is probably the largest income withholding tank in the freaking world is Social Security. There's no money. Don't tell how many quadrillion trillions is in that, you know. So he just gives it out to people, and you know, it's our money. And I think we need to have a vote and say about who we give this money out to, because it's our treasure. It's when we get to retirement, we get to let off and just sit and run their mouth and just try to create something a little better than you've been through, you know. I guess the thing is over there, right? All right. But I'm just looking at me too, going like, what the heck, you know? I gotta fix my do. I'm not cutting my hair off. That's all I've got left of it. Jeez. We'll hope to see somebody out there. Oh, it's 19, almost 20 minutes now, so I'll have to go to YouTube. Peace out. Hope to see you there with your horns, even outside, worshiping, spending time meditating with yourself. It's very energizing, especially now. Peace out. We got Kjrt, Buschard, Kjrt, Justin, Tom, Pritchard.